Hi, this is Izabel Florence, and you are listening to You Are Light podcast, a safe space where we talk about mental health and well-being. Welcome to a solo podcast episode. For a while now, I have been interviewing people about their mental health and well-being and looking to understand what it is that makes us happy, fulfilled, feel fully joy and bliss through the habits that we cultivate and the way that we live our lives. Now, I have found myself really understanding what it is that helps me individually with my mental health. And I can say with full confidence that I am in a place in my life where I have never been happier. I have never felt more honest about who I am in my relationships. And I have never felt more understanding and more kind to myself. That doesn't mean that I don't have sad days. That doesn't mean that I don't feel anxiety or stress or all the negative emotions as well as the positive ones, but it's the way that I deal with them. So these episodes are going to be just a very informal way of me telling you some of the things that I have learned in my life. A life where I have been very committed to self-reflect and to fully understand not only my consciousness, but my subconsciousness as well. So today I want to focus on the thing that I find is the first step towards a more fulfilled, more joyful, more blissful, more well-rounded and balanced life. A kinder life where you treat yourself with the love that you deserve, right? And what I want to talk about is awareness. I think with every journey of self-discovery, with every journey of spirituality, with every journey of change and transformation, awareness is the first step. And so I would like for you to start bringing awareness to a few aspects in your life. It's very easy for us to think of the mind being disconnected to the body, being disconnected to the soul, being disconnected to the relationships that we have. We tend to put these things in boxes and try to understand them individually when actually it's all connected, right? So when I started health coaching, my goal was always to look at individuals in a holistic way because I started understanding that I was looking at myself in a holistic way. When I felt a difficult emotion, I looked at the whole picture. I didn't just look at one side of my life. So I would like for you to think about this. First of all, think about your mental health. What does that mean to you? What kind of relationship do you have with your mind? Are you critical of your mindset? What kind of language do you use when thinking or talking about yourself? Would you consider this language positive or negative? Don't judge it. This is very important, but it's going to be very difficult not to judge the way that you think about yourself and the thoughts that you have in your mind. A lot of the times when we talk about meditation, people say, I can't meditate because I cannot clear my mind. And that's not the goal of meditation. The first goal of meditation, in my view, is to start observing the thoughts that are coming in and allowing them to go. Observing the feelings that are coming in and allowing them to go. So take 5 minutes of your day and really focus on the thoughts that you're having. Don't try to analyze them. Just bring an awareness, but bring an awareness that you would have for another person, for a person outside of yourself, rather than starting to become critical of your mindset or of your thoughts. What kind of thoughts are you having? And what do they relate to? Is it all practical things? I see the mind as this ocean, and you have the surface level thoughts. They are the things like, what am I going to have for dinner tonight? Did I do the washing? I have a presentation tomorrow and I have to be ready for it. All of these things are crowding our mind and not letting us dive deeper into the root causes of the way that we feel. So really listen for 5 minutes to your thoughts. Are they surface level? Are you diving a little bit deeper? Are you going towards, how do I feel about a relationship? Am I worried about a conversation I'm going to have with someone and how that's going to make them feel, how that's going to make me feel? Am I worried about the way that people see me? Am I worried about something that I haven't done and therefore I am punishing myself for it? How do I see myself? Just bring awareness to the thoughts that you're having. Now, this is one aspect, is your mental health, your mindset, right? And now, another aspect that I want you to think about is your physical health. First of all, what does that mean to you? How does that connect to you? And then you can stop thinking, what are the types of movements that make you happy? How do you move every day? Again, no judgment. Oh, I should be going to the gym every day, twice a day, 4 times a week, and I'm not. That's judgment, right? So we don't want to judge. We just want to bring awareness to how we're moving. How long during the day are you sitting down? How are you nourishing your body? Not only in the way you eat, because that's what we focus on, right? But we are constantly consuming things. We are consuming TV shows, movies, podcasts. Our environment, the foods that we eat, drugs and alcohol, the music that we listen to, the conversations that we have with other people. This is all influencing your life, influencing who you are, influencing your emotions and your state of body, right? It is influencing your body. Because again, we are looking at the different aspects, but they are all completely connected. So your mental health is connected to your physical health. Just bring some awareness. How do you eat? What is the relationship that you have with your food? Is it connected to your emotions? Do you have attachment towards certain foods? No judgment again. How are you moving? What is your relationship to your movement? Is it as punishment? Is it as reward? Do you do the movement that you enjoy? Are you allowing yourself to do so? Again, awareness. I want you to spend 5 minutes writing down what you ate one day, how you moved your body, and some of the things that you consumed. And again, consuming, that can be everything, right? I have consumed this book. I have consumed the negativity of someone. I have consumed sunshine. So that's another aspect. The third aspect I want you to think about, it's your spiritual health. It doesn't necessarily mean it is connected to religion or to God or to the universe, all of these words that we've heard a lot, we don't need that kind of language. If you want to use that language, if that connects to you when I speak about spiritual health, then use it. But I want you to think first of what that means to you. When I say soul, the health of your soul, to nourish your soul, what does it mean to you? Does it mean to connect to nature? Does it mean to believe that you have a purpose in life? Does it mean that you are connected to God, or to the universe, or to a higher self? Again, no judgment, but just bring some awareness to it. And I want you to think of the word meaningful. What are the things that bring meaning to your life, to your day-to-day? And I love the word ritual. What kind of rituals do you practice that bring you joy, that bring you bliss? It might be your cup of coffee in the morning. It might be lighting a candle, taking a long walk, touching a tree, watching a bird, journaling. Your actual job, your children. So think of that part of yourself that is a little bit further above the physical, the 3D. Something that connects to you in a way deeper level. And I want you to take 5 minutes again and just close your eyes and think, what is it that nourishes my soul? Now that's spiritual health. And the last aspect is social health. So think of the word social. What does that mean to you? How does that make you feel? Does the word social make you feel excited? Overwhelmed? Apprehensive? Happy? And then think of the relationships in your life. All kinds of relationships bring something different to your life. And it's very important that we don't put all of the responsibility for our social health into one person. So even if you're not close to your family, how can you find those family figures in your life in a different way? Do you have older people in your life that you admire? Maybe a father figure. Is there someone you feel very nourished by, very taken care of? Maybe a mother figure. Think of your friends. What is it that you get from each one of them? Think of romantic relationships. What do they mean to you? What are you looking for in romantic relationships? Do you feel like you are cultivating your relationships? Is there any people that you feel energized by or drained by? Do you feel like you create boundaries to protect your energy? And for this one, I want you to take 5 minutes and write down or think about a few people in your life. We have different circles. I heard this the other day. We have a very intimate circle, the people that we trust the most, and then circles that keep growing, right? People that we know of, people that we're friendly with, but we don't really speak. I want you to think about your really, really intimate circle. And that could be one person. And that's okay. Again, no judgment. Think of your really intimate circle and write down what it is that each person gives you in your life. Is it support? Is it humor and laughter? Is it meaning? Is it physical touch? Is it a feeling of belonging? And I want you to write down the things that you're lacking. What is it that you feel you're not getting from anyone? So these are the 4 aspects to become aware of for now. And it can be overwhelming to look at all these things. It's a lot, especially if you haven't thought about any of it before. So take your time, and I want you to emphasize the importance of non-judgment in this exercise. The thing is, the more you become aware of all these things, the more we can understand what it is that we lack, the things that we can control in our lives that we really want and we don't have. And then we can take action to find those things. And always with kindness to ourselves. We're taking responsibility over feeling grateful, feeling joyous, enjoying our lives fully, but with kindness to ourselves. Understanding that it's not always going to be perfect, but that doesn't mean you can't be grateful. So, I hope you all enjoyed this first episode of my solo podcast. And next time we're going to talk about detachment. So that's going to be really interesting. A topic that is discussed a lot in spirituality and something that brings a lot of controversy. But I find it fascinating, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. All the links are written down on the show notes, as well as resources for anyone struggling with their mental health. Don't forget to subscribe so you're notified when we release new episodes. Also, feel free to share our podcast with your friends and family. And if you'd like to get involved, explore our content, or support our work, you can become our Patreon by visiting our website www.yourlight.earth. That's yourlight.earth. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at u.r.light. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.